What's going on, guys? This is another episode of Blue Collar Nerds. Just want to say thanks for listening. This episode, we talk about God of War and the Game Awards a little bit. Do a little bit of a debate between God of War and Elden Ring. We go over some Overwatch 2 patch notes with the new hero Ramatra. And then we talk about the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special that came out, and the new Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 trailer. And we also throw some Kanye stuff in for some good measure. Figure we might as well get in on the news. As always, thanks for listening, and enjoy this episode of Blue Collar Nerds. Later.
I will suck Kevin off right now. Fuck you, Tony Stark.
Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck you, Tony.
Fuck you and your dead body.
I will suck.
Restarted it.
Double dose of the intro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
It's like
New studio, brother.
Yeah, new studio, old studio, but new.
Same, but new.
Yeah, pretty much. There we go. Get that
Bad, very good.
Yeah.
Bad, but good, very, very good. Very good.
I don't know. I think we have like a almost actual podcast set up now.
I know, right? It's pretty insane. It's gonna be really weird looking. I know. I guess that works because now we're sitting next to each other instead of like across.
Yeah.
I think it'll work out good.
Yeah, hell yeah. Just a couple minor adjustments.
Yeah.
We can actually sound good without like being too quiet. But we're getting there slowly but surely.
And in our absence, I have collected all 5 of the Infinity Stones. And,
Oh yeah, 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink, baby.
Yeah.
That's all you were going for.
Oh, it's changing every time. I want to get the
dude.
Iron Man gauntlet. They have an Iron Man gauntlet, and I want to get it to throw up the Wu-Tang.
That would be
I'd
sick.
love that. But
Yeah, if you're watching, welcome to the new digs.
And if you're not watching, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Get on YouTube.
Yeah, or Spotify. I'm pretty sure does video as well.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hop on that.
Yeah, hell yeah. How you doing, man?
Oh god, heartburn. I just swallowed down all that teriyaki
Yeah.
madness, and now I have
Yeah.
just a hella heartburn. But this hard cider, this is definitely gonna help it.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Feeling a little bloated and heartburny. Nothing like a carbonated, sugary drink to fucking help you out.
No man, I've been alright. Work's been, I don't think I've said where my job site is right now, and I don't think I really want to. But it has been a goddamn hellscape to figure out how to manage around having escorts 24/7 because you have to have top secret clearance to be in these spaces.
Oh damn!
Like, it is so intense, and I can't even get into rooms because there's stuff in there that I can't even look at. It is bananas.
Damn,
and they
are you sure you're not working at the airport?
For real, right? But like, they're just making it hard every step of the way, and then they want to like change shit.
Dude.
Like, we had an employee come in to the office that we're roughing in. That's going to be his office, and he's like, "Well, can we make this like an exposed ceiling?" And I've never wanted to just rock the ever living shit out of somebody.
Just like go full on like Homer Simpson, just like
dude, and because it's like it would take so much rework because I had to run like MC cable, and if you're running
Minecraft cable. Sorry, I got that Twitch brain rot, dude.
But yeah, it's like I would all have to be conduit. So at this point, we'd have to tear out the drywall again, and I'd have to rough it in.
Mm-hmm.
We'd have to change the light fixtures, which are guaranteed like 2 months out now if they want to like change it around. So it's just been living nightmare, and I told you in the car ride over, everything in our house is falling apart because it's like end of warranty
Yeah,
season.
you know, capitalism.
And so we have like people in and out of our fucking house, and like tomorrow I have to get up by before 8 to let these guys come in and remove our furnace, and it's like I just want to sleep in on my weekend.
Yeah, right.
And then I have a company Christmas party that's
Dude,
3 hours long.
Fuck that, dude.
3
Fuck that
hours.
Shit. I saw a TikTok that like companies can write off Christmas parties. So like fuck that shit. Like I don't want any part of that shit.
Yeah,
I mean, my company's like a worldwide multi-billion-dollar like we're not gonna do fucking shit.
Yeah, and if I like don't get a bonus, I'm gonna be real pissed.
Yeah,
especially with like them just hiring me, they've put me through the ringer in the job sites that they've just given me of like, hey, like here, this is your first job site. We still haven't done underground, and they want this job done in 3 months.
Dude, I think it's like a blue collar thing because like you mentioned like changing shit up all the time. Dude, that's got to be a blue collar thing where like a supervisor or someone in like any kind of position of power just gets a fucking wild hair up their ass, and they're like, we're gonna start doing stuff like this. It's like, why, dude? Because like for us at the airport, so like if the fueler has like an issue with their equipment, they radio the dispatcher, and the dispatcher calls us on like the shop cell phone. And it used to be like one person would just get assigned that phone for the day and just like help out around the shop in between service calls or whatever, and just keep their tools in the truck, and that way when they get a call, they just hop in the truck and fucking go, right?
Okay.
But like the last few weeks, my supervisor got a wild hair up his ass where he's gonna be like, no, I'm gonna have the shop cell phone and dispatch you guys like individually and like taking turns. So like he would dispatch someone, they'd have to like fucking get all their shit on, like if it's cold out, get their fucking coveralls on and fucking load their tools into the truck, which is like a 10-minute process for anyone that ever puts on like heavy duty coveralls. That shit is kind of a pain in the ass.
It is. And you cannot pin down on those shits.
Yeah.
You
like,
can't.
But so it'd be like 10 minutes to just get ready for the call, go to the call, which is like another 10 minutes, come back, and it's just like unload the tools, continue working what you were working on, take off your fucking
Oh my god. See, that seems like someone that's just like, I want more power.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
like,
that's exactly what that seems like.
And like before he got promoted to that position, he was like one of the laziest fuckers, dude. Just like always fucking, like he had a fucking anti-fatigue mat in front of his toolbox. Like, you know those like rubber...
Yeah, do you stand on
that you stand on, so...
What the fuck? You're not working at a goddamn desk job.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, so, and he was like always the laziest tech. And like, he was like fairly chill, you know. He like trained me and he was pretty cool. But ever since he got that promotion, it's just been like, fuck. Like, I call him polos. Like, I think I told you that like on our last one. When they put that polo on, man.
Yeah.
Fuck. And like,
yeah.
he used to be, because it used to be just me and him for a couple days a week until like other people would come in.
Mm-hmm.
And so we would just spend like the first hour and a half on like a Sunday when like not a lot of shit happens at the airport.
Right.
Like that early in the morning. We'd like low-key just sleep. And now he's like, all right, everybody go do this. I'm going to stay here at the shop. And we'd come in and that motherfucker's just like napping at his desk. It's like, bro, like, well, why change? Like,
Dude, taking naps at work is the most rewarding,
dude. But it's also like
thing.
kind of like, ooh, if I get caught,
Oh, yeah.
it's like having sex in public, you know? It's like.
Like if I get caught, I'm gonna get really hard. But
like I would, like mine if I'm ever like in the truck and I'm like, I'm just gonna take a little nap real quick. I would always like put my clipboard on my lap and put like a pen in my hands. I'm just like, so that way if anyone rolls up on me, yeah, right.
that's fucking.
Like I was like writing something down. I'm like, well, I hope they pull in front of me so I can see their headlights.
That's so fucking smart, dude. What the fuck? See, I would. There was a job site I did for Microsoft in Wyoming, and we would. The only thing to do out there was to just get fucking hammered, like at night. So we'd all like get off our shift. It was a 10-hour shift. Get off.
I mean, you're in
hotel
Wyoming.
bar.
There's not a lot to do during your shift either.
Fuck no. And like we'd just get hammered, and we'd show up the next day, and then like the foreman worked in a shop that was like further down the road. Like we're here, and then they're down here. So it takes them like 10 minutes to drive to the job. So they're never there. So we'd send one dude to get burritos, and then we'd just alternate naps. Just pile up some insulation, like that's covered, obviously.
You don't want that fiberglass getting all up in you?
No.
Dude, that's the worst.
Oh my god. Yeah,
if anybody's ever had the dealt with fiberglass,
fuck, dude.
it feels like little needles just
Yeah.
all over your fucking arms.
I'm sneezing all day if I'm working in fiberglass, like insulation. How about you? How was your week?
It wasn't too bad. That was it Wednesday where it was windy as fuck, dude. You know what my least favorite part about it is like you get ready to leave work and you're like, fuck, it's cold out, like, but you like get in your car and it's not cold in your car because the sun has just been like beating on it all day. But like it's windy as like it was like a cold ass wind too.
Fuck yeah,
that shit was like not fun. But other than that, like my week wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that shit almost took off my car door.
Dude, that shit was... I was, like, amazed that there wasn't a ground hold at the airport. Because, they have... Because, like, at DIA, they have runways coming in from each direction. So, like, low-key kind of looks like a swastika if you're, like, looking down at it. And people are like, oh. It's like, no, it's just... It's purely because the weather in Denver is, like... But, yeah, so, like, the runways... We have, like, some runways that are, like, right next to the shops. Like, the planes have to come, like, directly over us to land. Mm-hmm. And, like, I was, like, taking a smoke break, and I was watching them. Dude, these planes would land, and, like, the tail end would, like, Tokyo drift a little bit. Like, every single fucking plane.
Fuck.
Yeah. Like, that'd be so scary.
Jesus,
just, like...
You imagine sitting on the back of that plane and you just like, your vision, you just see.
You're looking at the seat in front of you and then you're looking at the aisle.
You can't see the cockpit and then all of a sudden you can't see the cockpit. I would shit myself.
And I'm sure it was like coming down was not a smooth fucking ride in that wind, you know?
Yeah, no.
But... Fuck, other than that, I don't think anything, like, too crazy happened at work. We're, like, when I first started there, like, I work for I'm not going to drop the company name, because I said it's, like, a worldwide multi-billion-dollar company, and we have, like, 40 listeners, but you never know. It's a kind of company that's cheap as fuck, despite being, like, fucking... multi-billion-dollar worldwide company.
That doesn't narrow down at all.
Yeah, right. So like we've had these issues with these trucks, and like the boss would always be like, "Oh yeah, it does that." And it's like, so we're finally getting to the point where like me and one other guy, like we both kind of specialize in like DC electrical work. You're more like AC stuff. Mm-hmm. But like I worked on like electrical tugs and shit for 6 years. So like I don't want to say like that's my expertise because I prefer like mechanical shit because it's way easier
and safer.
And safer, yeah. But like we're finally getting like me and him we're just like, because he works the back half of the week and I work on the front. We're like tag teaming this stuff to like find these fucking goblins, like for gremlins, you know. But like, it's like, oh yeah, just wiggle the harness and it'll fucking kick back up.
God, dude.
But like we had one where, because some of our trucks they have like lift decks, right? So you hit the button and fucking lifts up the deck on the back of the truck and you fucking fuel the plane or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like brand new, so it's like fucking hard as shit to work on, you know. And we're having an issue where mechanically everything was like cool with the truck. Like it would start, drive, everything. But like electrically, the electrical system like wasn't recognizing anything on the front half of the truck. So like in the cab, like nothing, like it wouldn't recognize if like you turned the truck on and started it, like the beacon wouldn't turn on, the beacon light on top like wouldn't start flashing. But on the back half of the truck, everything was being recognized electronically but not activating hydraulically. So like you'd hit the lift deck to go up and you could see like on the screen that the button was being hit, but like nothing would fucking happen.
Fuck. And it's brand new.
It's probably, I think it's like a 2019. It has like 1,000 miles on it.
Jesus.
So I was like, that's the kind of shit that I hate, dude. When like, because usually I can pinpoint that kind of shit pretty quick. Like, oh, it's not communicating. There's got to be a bad fuse or a fucking relay or like you didn't start up the vehicle correctly. Whatever. Right. Yeah. And I have like these little relay testers that like just override the relay. So like if it's bad, I can just flip it on and it'll act like it's working, right? So I was like plugging it into all these different relays and flicking it on, and me and this other dude were like, no, nothing's changing. Because we were just like monitoring the screen that's in there to see like if shit would start working.
Yeah.
And I like flicked it once and we were like, nope. We were like,
no.
Dude, fried a wire in the harness all the way, dude. I just like looked down, just like smoke.
That's always terrifying.
Dude,
always terrifying.
It took me like 2 whole days just to like disassemble the harness, because it like the way it worked was like the relays, you'd plug in the relays and then there was like a middle piece that would like plug into that, and then a piece on the back of that with like a bunch of plugs in it.
Okay.
So it was like one of those, and it went like through the harness into another plug. So I couldn't even like look at a schematic to be like, what the fuck is this wire for? Because like, it was just going from plug to plug.
Fuck, dude.
But so I like, it took me like 2 days to like fucking disassemble the harness and put a new wire in there, and then everything started working. I'm like, well, I don't know what the fuck I did, but like, because it was my Friday, and I told my boss, I'm like, yeah, everything's working fine for me, but like I need the quality control guys to like take this to the fuel farm, like flow some fuel through it and like test it, make sure it's driving fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. And it was working great, dude. First fucking flight they pull up to, quit working again. So like now I'm like, let's just fucking call the engineers, because like I don't want to fuck something up again.
Yeah. Burn 2 wires.
Yeah.
Cause an actual electrical fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking truck. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was like pretty much like the only real crazy thing that happened for me this week.
Yeah, that sounds fucking wild.
I mean, I low-key don't mind doing shit, because A, it makes the day go by like quick when you're just fucking digging through wires and shit.
Yeah.
And B, like, I know I'm not going to be told to go out on service calls out in the cold. So
it's a win-win.
Yeah. But also it was like my fuck up. Because like when I was getting ready to leave the day after it happened, I told him, I was like, yeah, man, I fried a wire. Like, I'm not even gonna fucking try to lie about it. Like, I fried a wire in that. Like, and tomorrow I'm gonna have to start digging in. And he was like, all right, well, tell so-and-so where you left off. And I'm like, no. Like, I'm not gonna pass that down onto him. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, A, this dude has, like, been a mechanic for, like, 6 months.
Yeah, right.
And, like, B, like, I wouldn't, even if I knew he was a better mechanic than me, I would feel terrible, like, passing that shit on to somebody.
Yeah, what the fuck is he thinking?
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, we'll just pass.
And
your
he was
shit
like,
on to this guy.
the guy's name, we'll just call him Dave for fucking lack of a better name.
Mm-hmm.
Dave was like, yeah, well, you know, Cody was like, we'll just say that's my boss. Like, really, like, he told me to come help you. And I was like, well, I don't want you to take this over. A, because who knows what'll happen, like, if you do something wrong. B, like, I don't want to hand this off to you because I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, I know how I fucked up. I know how to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was like, if anything, just take the whole dash apart, dude.
Yeah.
And then, like, just leave it for me.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, that was about my week. Nothing. Oh, the Game Awards happened last night.
Yeah, last night. Yeah, I was tuning in and out too with TikTok. I'd see it pop up every now and again on my For You page. It would be like
Yeah.
a live stream. I was like, oh, interesting. I guess I don't want to watch it like vertically.
Yeah,
on
right.
My fucking phone.
Like I wasn't at home at the time. Otherwise, I'd just been watching it on my computer while fucking
Right.
playing Minecraft or some shit. Because I was like, the one thing I want to catch is the game of the year.
Right.
Because,
right.
like, you know it's going to be Elden Ring or God of War. Like,
no, come on, man. It could have been Stray.
dude, there was a little, because it's all, like, voter-based, right?
Oh, yeah, right.
There was a part of me that's like, dude, Genshin Impact could just, like...
Oh,
and I was like...
There's just enough neckbeards.
Yeah, right? Exactly, dude. There's just enough neckbeards with their fucking Mikasa body pillows that, like, do nothing but play Genshin Impact all day. And I was like, dude, if fucking Genshin Impact wins. But it didn't. Elden Ring won, for anybody curious.
Rightly so.
Deserved.
So.
Definitely deserved. My personal opinion is that God of War should have won, but
I still think
Elden Ring is so deserving.
Yeah.
It's like trying to pick out your two favorite, like, Tarantino movies.
Yeah. Right.
You know? Like,
yeah. And I would definitely, I think that's what I said in the podcast where we were talking about it, was like, I definitely put Elden Ring just like a millimeter of a step ahead of God of War, just because it set the bar so high for like open world, or like literally game changing to like the world of RPGs, and like setting a new standard.
And like we talked about, like Jedi Fallen Order and now Survivor have like used that formula. The new God of War games use the exact same formula as Souls games. Right. But the reason I wanted God of War to win is because like I put like 200 hours into Kratos between like the first three, like just like the sheer character development in Kratos is like, even in just the last two games, is insane.
Oh my god, dude!
Like going from like God of War 3, where you're crawling on like the ruins of Greece and some civilian is like, help me, and you just smash his face into a wall just over and over and throw him down, to a guy that's like, no, we're not gonna fight Freya because like she was our friend, like, you know?
Right? Yeah. No, it's. I mean, it's crazy that, like, even within, like, the first, like, couple minutes, like, you see, like, how much his character had changed in, like, Ragnarok. And, it's a fun, was a fun journey. I don't know if they're doing another one.
I think they will. I think they'll do... I don't know if it'll be, like, as big. I think they might do, like how Spider-Man did the Miles Morales game, where it was like not quite a full game, but I think we'll get something with Atreus, like that style, like a little bit smaller, him doing his giant shit. Spoiler alert for like if you haven't beat it, like, doing like you will only play as Atreus,
right?
But then I think we'll get probably two more final games with Kratos doing either Egyptian gods or Japanese gods.
Oh man, give me,
because that last final scene, like where it shows the prophecy of him like actually being worshipped as a god and shit. Yeah. Like you see the Egyptian god of war, the eye, like
the Eye of Horus.
Yeah, you see the Eye of Horus, and then I can't remember what the Japanese symbol is for the god of war, but you see the Japanese god of war symbol as well.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think that like they can make Kratos live long enough to do both pantheons.
Right.
But I definitely want to see an ending to Kratos' story.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They've like handled his like aging thing super well. Like, he is obviously a god.
Yeah, he's definitely like, I mean, and the gods are immortal. Like, they can be killed, but not by time.
Right.
Like,
and so I don't think he gets weaker with time. I think he just gets...
I mean, people, I've seen, like, people arguing on TikTok of, like, first-gen Kratos would fucking whoop his ass. It's like, are you kidding me, dude? Like, this new Kratos is, like...
Dude.
Like, it first struck me in Ragnarok when you're riding the, like, the raft or whatever on the dwarf realm. I can't remember what it's called. And then, like, the fucking big-ass troll just, like, breaks it or whatever.
Oh,
which are, like, a mini-boss in the last game. And it's just the cutscene now. Like, I'm like, fuck, this dude is...
Every time.
Yeah. Like...
Every time. Well, and, yeah, I think that he's just as strong, and, like, his wisdom that he's had now just makes him stronger.
The life experience.
He fights smarter now. He's
look at, like, the
reckless.
Heimdall fight, you know?
Well, and I keep on seeing these TikToks of them, like, breaking down his fight with Heimdall, of, like, how he threw...
Yep.
There was a formula to, like, it was cross, until he figured out his pattern and then clocked him finally. It's like, that, to hit someone who has the power of foresight is incredible.
Yeah.
That's, like, he's not getting weaker by any means.
No. But he might be physically a little bit weaker, but his battle experience has made him 10 times stronger than, like, any kind of physical strength would.
I wouldn't say that he's lost any physical strength at all.
If anything, it's peaked. Like, and he's just, like, he can't get any stronger. How did you feel about playing as Atreus? I saw a lot of people, like, hate it.
Yeah. And I was kind of, like, in between, because, like, the part where you go with Agrabota to the giant realm, it felt like a cock tease, like, almost, because, like, the story was ramping up so much, and then you're like, well, we're gonna ride around and collect all these vegetables.
Yeah. I wasn't a fan of that, but just, like, I did enjoy playing, like, as Atreus. Like, I liked his combo moves. Like, using the bow was, like, super fun to me.
Yes. Yeah. I loved his combat. His combat was very fun.
Yeah. And I thought it made it, like... I don't want to say, like, the opposite of Kratos, but there was enough, like, difference where I was like, wow, I could definitely play as a whole game. Not necessarily, like, 25, 30 hours, like, you know, like you do with Kratos.
Yeah.
But, like, I could definitely, like I said, see a smaller game with him doing his fucking giant shit.
Right. Yeah, that would make sense as a Miles Morales game. Like, I never thought of that. That's pretty interesting.
It's, like, something that they wouldn't have to put, you know, 4 fucking years into. Or they could, like, just do, like, a side team. Be like, hey, well, these other guys are working on the next God of War Pantheon. Here's a smaller team for this Atreus side game, essentially. You know, like 15 hours.
Yeah.
$50. I'd be cool with that.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Because you know the story's gonna slap.
Yeah, you know they're gonna throw in
with the way they
there.
like ended it.
Yeah.
Like, you know the fucking story is gonna be super good.
Fuck yeah.
Because, like, the story was already, like, so fucking incredible for Ragnarok, man.
Fuck. It was so good. I still haven't gone to Brock's funeral yet. I need to. I got real caught up playing the new hero in Overwatch.
Oh, I haven't played since Season 2 dropped. What do you think? What are your thoughts so far?
Definitely not as overpowered as I thought he was gonna be.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I heard he has some, like, pretty great voice lines.
Oh, his voice lines make him sound more menacing than what he actually is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So is he like a Doomfist on crack? Because I remember we were talking about that last episode.
Yeah, we were, and kind of, but they've also buffed Doomfist.
Yeah, which, like, when you sent that to me with, like, the patch notes, I was like, because, like, we talked about it, like, it's, like, they need to, if they want him to be the V-tank on a team, like, they have to buff him.
Yeah. And they did. They listened.
I'm glad because, like, I felt like with Overwatch 1, whenever the community would complain about something, like, the devs would, like, overcorrect, you know? But like from the patch notes, it doesn't seem like it was too much of an overcorrect for Doomfist.
No, they've been really cautious with like. I wouldn't even put him up as like the only person they've nerfed pretty hard was Genji.
Which like Genji always needs it. Like I feel like ever since Overwatch came out, like the thing's been nerf Genji.
Yes,
like, and they always
everyone was
fucking nerf
like
him.
making fun of that. Of, like instead of nerfing Sojourn, they nerfed Genji.
Yeah,
and it's like, well, Genji
Sojourn
did
does need
it.
Sojourn does need a nerf.
They didn't give her enough nerf. Did you see the patch?
No.
her? Oh,
we can pull him up here real quick.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Oh, sweet Jesus! Switching over to some Overwatch 2 content.
Overwatch 2.
I also bought the Battle Pass Season 2 because it was $10, which was not a lot.
That's not bad. It was like $30 for the opener, wasn't it?
I think so. It was something like that. Yeah, because it was $30 because you got like a couple of skins and the.
Let's see. Ramatra, general updates, comp play.
Yeah, do we want here? Let's go over Ramatra real fast.
You want to go over or him?
I don't know if it's a him or her.
It's a him because I saw a TikTok of voice lines between him and Zenyatta, where Zenyatta's like, "Brother, we used to watch the stars at night or whatever."
His fucking backstory is dark as fuck.
I mean, they all are, bro.
Yeah.
Have you watched? I enjoy the fucking Overwatch shorts, dude.
I love the lore behind like that shit.
Okay, real quick. Overwatch anime would fucking slap.
They were going to. That's the whole thing about this. They were going to make it. This was supposed to be a movie, and then they're like, "Well, we're just going to turn it into a video game."
Overwatch anime would be, or even not even anime. It has to be animated.
Yeah,
because the budget would be way too fucking high for live action.
Yeah.
Even like a cartoon or anime would be.
I'd watch a MAPPA.
Oh, dude.
Oh, okay. Another sidetrack, but MAPPA is doing season 3 of One Punch Man. Somebody needs to save these fucking animators, bro.
Yeah, dude.
They don't have any lives. Somebody help.
They're gonna be like the fucking Marvel VFX people pretty soon. We're like, this shit is fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude.
And like in Japan, it's like the work laws are already fucked. You know, like they're already working fucking 14 plus hours a day.
days.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
But it looks fucking so good.
It looks so good. They're the best studio right now, with hands down.
I mean, dude, the Attack on Titan, like the final season part 2 with like when fucking Reiner and Annie transform at the docks. That scene is so fun. And like Mikasa's running across the fucking roof, dude.
It's just nerfing dudes.
Oh.
Just absolutely ending niggas' lives.
Yeah.
Just
one of my coworkers who's like super into anime, he's like, I don't really like it that much. He's like, I like the old Attack on Titan animation better. I'm like, I kind of feel that because there was some fucking great scenes in like the first 3 seasons.
Yeah.
But that dock scene, bro.
Yeah. Some of the
it
stuff
hits different.
In the newest season, like Eren turning into the founding Titan, beats the first gen Attack on Titan for me.
There's a couple scenes that like will always be high, and like one of them is when like Reiner and Bertholdt reveal themselves, and Reiner's like sliding down the wall, and Eren like transforms mid slide.
Yeah, that
shit.
Yeah,
but like if Mappa would have animated that, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Come in my pants. All right.
So good.
But yeah, back to Ramatra.
Oh yeah, so Ramatra, his Void Accelerator weapon, super powerful, no damage fall off at any yards. So if you hit headshots for
across the map,
across the map to as poor as Zenyatta, he's fucking toast. Like without even having to reload.
With stuff like that, that's how you can be a backline menace while still being a frontline hero.
And
is it hit scan?
No.
That kind of actually that's good. If it was hit scan,
no one's living.
You hop into like open role comp and it'd just be like 5 Ramatras.
Oh fuck. Oh, speaking of which, I had an open roll, because I've been playing more of the open roll one, as opposed to the roll queue. We had 4 tanks and a healer, and we mopped the floor with the other
Yeah.
team. Oh my god.
Was it like a
It was
Mercy?
embarrassing. It was,
Because, like, dude, Mercy...
it was a Zenyatta.
Really?
And he got play of the game. We were cracked. We were cracked.
Dude.
Shout out to that healer. He was
support pogs are like, dude. Like, as a support
killed
main, like, when I get play the game, love it.
Yeah.
Because it's like a big in your face to, like, the rest of your team.
Oh, for sure. And, yeah. Stop.
Hazel.
So, yeah, that's, create barrier at the secondary location, I guess. So yeah, no damage fall off, pretty powerful, but you have to be pretty precise. My argument, too, is that Ramatra is a behind.
Yeah, more of a backline tank.
Yeah, more of a backline tank, for sure. More of a support tank. So, Nemesis form, a little bit overpowered, but it only does damage at 10 meters.
Okay.
But, and it has a, right now they have the perfect, like, cooldown and lasting. I think it lasts 6 seconds? I think it's 6 seconds. You're in Nemesis form and you can either block or punch. Punch goes through the barriers.
Ooh, love that. They need more weapons that can go through barriers, in my opinion.
The only thing is, I don't think it goes through Zarya's barrier.
Really?
I do not think so. I played a match where I was like, I should be doing damage.
But also, like, I'm cool with that because Zarya's barrier only lasts for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, but something needs to be nerfed with the Zarya barrier shit. There needs to be a punishment there.
That's true.
It's too OP.
Because, like, that 2 seconds, like, 2 seconds is not a lot of time. But when you're mid-game, like, mid-fucking battle, 2 seconds feels like 30.
Yeah.
Because, like, there'll be times when you're like, oh, I can fucking... Let me just wait for the shield to go down to start attacking it. And then you're dead.
Yeah.
It's like...
Dude.
like,
Yeah.
like 6 seconds.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Hazel. Ow. Ah. God damn it.
Hazel, come here. Hazel just went for a nut shot.
Yeah, oh fucking god. Yeah, what else? Yeah, so you can punch through the blocking. It gives you an extra armor for that period of time. I think it boosts it to like 700, and you still take damage off of it.
Nice.
But it's like a little bit reduced, so that's kind of nice.
Could you, like, if you activated it when a Diva Bomb goes off, would it negate? Well, would you still survive?
Yes.
See, that's clutch.
At full health, you'd still have.
Probably like
someone did like a test, and it was like pretty close. It was like 180,
which is fine.
like that.
If you have a good support, you'll be fine.
His ultimate. So Ravenous Vortex. That's his other one. People are not using this Ravenous Vortex correctly. You should be. That has like a 6 second cooldown. You should be popping that shit off every second it cools down.
Yeah.
Because they used to have it, how it was before they released it is like it would pull down anybody and like it would essentially trap you.
Mm-hmm.
It just slows you now.
Ooh, which is like in a fast-paced game when you get slowed down.
And it does damage to you. I think it does like 30 points damage.
Ooh.
So what you do is you get in your Nemesis form, you throw down the Ravenous Vortex, you close in that gap to 10 meters, and you start fucking dealing blows to people, and you can easy like 3 kills.
Hell yeah.
If their support is trash.
Yeah.
But like it slows down like you can't fly up, you can fly through. Like Reinhardt's charge will fly through. Diva can like fly through, but they're slowed.
Mm-hmm. So it's like more of an AoE as compared to like a ground effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
It lands on the ground. It has it's a thrown like Kiriko's like ball.
Yeah.
But a lot of people haven't been using it as much. As
From what I'm reading, what you're saying, it definitely sounds like that should be. Is it you play on PlayStation? I'd have to be like, is it your E? Because which one is it, the right or left on
it's
your?
the right bumper.
Okay, yeah. So I think that'd be the E for me. Yeah, like that sounds like minute you start fucking fighting,
Yep.
throw that shit down.
Pop that shit off.
Yeah.
Or a great way to finish off somebody if you're in a bad
little
combat
tight spot
scenario with like Myra and she's draining your fucking health. Drop that shit down. Instant, like, or it doesn't. It's not an instant drop of 30 health, but it's like the fire,
like the Torbjorn.
Yeah. It's like that status effect or like the bleed damage that Junker Queen has.
Yep.
So as long as they're in there, they'll hit up to 30, and then you just hit her with as much of your primary fire as you can.
Hell yeah!
And then his ultimate annihilation. The caveat to this is the more you fight, the more punches that you throw, the longer it lasts.
So it sounds like something where if they obviously all have to be on point.
Yes.
Like if you're doing a, payload or push, like you want the whole team to be fairly confined as compared to like a staggered team.
Yeah, you don't want to pop it for like 2 people.
Yeah.
You would want to do like, I would say,
especially if your team is like backing you up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And drains the health of people around you. It has a pretty wide area.
Hell yeah. That sounds good for push maps.
It very much
like you could very easily clear that point and start getting that robot for you.
Yeah. The only thing is like people will flank you from behind because you still. I keep on like when I was using it, I kept on like expecting it to heal me as it was draining other people's health.
Yeah.
So that was like it's gonna be a hard mindset to break. I think that would be a fun thing to add.
Or even like if you're below 50% health, it'll start healing you. Or something like that.
You can still take a lot of. You can go into so when you're in that form, it's essentially that Nemesis form.
Mm-hmm.
So you can still block, and you're only limited to the 10-meter punches still. So it would be nice to have some kind of balance to that because you're so exposed. So if you're popping that as like a last minute thing,
mm-hmm.
it would be nice to like get like, I don't know, 10 to 15 HP for every second because it's a 3-second ult. It lasts 3 seconds if you don't keep on punching.
Yeah.
And like if you're just throwing stuff and it's not hitting anybody, it depletes
fast.
Yeah. It's so fast. So you have to keep on hitting somebody. So I want to see some health benefits to that.
Yeah.
Something like Doomfist.
Yeah.
That he has. But fun character to play with. Crazy voice lines. Alright, what do we got here?
Alright. Doomfist.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, so yeah, they increased his punch damage from 15 to 30 to 25 to 50.
Fuck yeah.
Which is like a major fucking increase.
That is a big one. But he also needed it.
Yeah. Let's see. Non-empowered rocket punch now stuns for minimum quarter of a second.
What was it before?
It doesn't say. Reduced from 0.5 to 1 from 0.5 to 0.75 seconds.
Oh, so they reduced it?
That was for empowered rocket. Non-empowered, it doesn't say.
Oh.
Minimum. I wonder if maybe it didn't do anything. Maybe it was like same as before, and maybe now it's like lessened. Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. I don't think the punch is where we had our issues with Doomfist.
No.
But the power block. Oh wow, the power. Oh damn, they nerfed his fucking.
What the
power
fuck?
block cooldown reduced from 8 to 7, which is a buff. The duration. Oh no, it's all buffed.
Is it?
Except for the damage mitigated.
Which is the most important part.
Yeah.
Which was the part that I was
like we were talking about.
Yeah, like he's not a tank. Stop trying to make him a tank. The fuck?
Yeah, Meteor Strike now empowers Rocket Punch on landing. Enemy slow duration increased from 2 to 3, which is pretty good.
Oh no, we read that wrong. Minimum damage mitigated required to empower Rocket Punch.
Oh, okay.
Reduced from 90 to 80. So it's less damage you take to get the full power.
The full punch.
I'm okay with that.
That's good. The best defense maximum temporary health increased from 150 to 200. He needed it.
Yep.
Temporary health gain per target hit with abilities increased from 30 to 40.
Fuck
which
yeah.
is great. Because Doomfist already has the 350 health as
Yeah.
compared to the 500 for the rest of the tanks.
Right. Oh man, that's fucking good. That's a good buff.
Yeah,
that's a good buff.
That's a solid buff.
What did Junker Queen get? I'm only curious because they nerfed her pretty hard.
Oh damn! Head hit box size increased 12%.
Let's go. I might start playing her more now. Again, I should say.
That's bad though.
What?
If the hitbox for your
Head
head
and
is
torso
increased,
volume
that means
size.
there's a bigger spot where the bullets hit.
Is that not... Am I reading that wrong then?
Yeah, you're thinking when she shoots at the head. That's like her hitbox is increased by 12%.
Oh, fuck.
So it's easier to hit her. Let's see. Rampage. Wound duration reduced from 5 to 4.5.
Jesus.
Cooldown reduced for the commanding shot. Cooldown reduced from 15 to 14 seconds. Dude, when it comes to Overwatch, and like, especially with how fast-paced Overwatch 2 is, because it's like much more fast-paced than Overwatch 1, that's too long of a cooldown, man.
You can't have... Yeah, she used to be fun to play, man, and now they're like... They nerfed her pretty hard. I can't remember which patch it was.
This one, it looks like more of a buff. Adrenaline passive, healing multiplier increased from 1 to 1.25 damage dealt by wounds, which is pretty good. But yeah, more tanks need to be able... With the one tank, they need to be able to have... To stand on their own a little bit more, you know?
And you cannot with Junker Queen.
Yeah.
That's a two tank.
Bastion, I don't give a shit. Sojourn.
Oh yeah, let's see this shit.
Damn. Alright, energy delay before draining reduced from 8 to 5. That's a fucking buff, isn't it? I've never played Sojourn.
Energy delay before draining reduced.
We need James on here for this.
Fuck, right? Energy delay. I've played Sojourn a couple times. I'm trying to figure out what it's saying. So the energy delay before draining.
That's
a buff.
That second one is a huge nerf, though. The secondary fire, the rocket, damage fall off reduced from 70 to 40 meters. That's a huge nerf.
Good. That's what she needed.
That's a big fucking nerf.
That's
right
what
there.
she was hitting fucking everybody with. Was that fucking hyper beam shit?
She just like shoot into the team till that fucking rocket built up, and then.
So what they did is they added fall off damage, but it's easier for her to. Energy delay before draining reduced.
Can you drain? Well, I don't know what the energy draining is.
Okay, that's a nerf. So like when you hit a target, it charges that cannon. It charges your secondary fire.
Okay.
So once you stop firing for a while,
does it go down?
It depletes.
Oh, okay.
So that's now
that's a good
instead
nerf
of
then.
8. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Secondary.
That's another big nerf.
Fuck yes.
Crits reduced from 2 times multiplier to 1.5.
Yeah.
Secondary fire now scales linearly with energy from 30 to 130 damage. I don't know. I don't play DPS, so.
So it's just the amount of damage it does in like 5% to 100% charged. Primary fire damage from 9 to 10. Primary fire damage per projectile.
I'm not too upset with that.
Damage, yeah.
I wish they would nerf the accuracy on Sojourn just fucking...
Overclock energy charge rate increased by 20%. So now she charges it faster.
She charges it faster, but she also loses it faster. And there's more damage fall off for the rocket or whatever, the hyper beam.
But there was a lot of damage to begin with.
That's why they need to nerf her accuracy on the railgun. Because that shit... Dude, I hate getting fucking beamed by a fucking...
Oh, it sucks.
Because they'll just hit you with fucking all body shots.
Yeah.
And then fucking hit you with the fucking hyper beam.
I will say it's really fun.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's a great fucking time. Alright, Symmetra needs a nerf, but I don't care too much. Tracer.
Why? Why?
Damage increase. Also, if anything, I'd be like, Tracer's perfect right now.
Yeah.
Tracer is fucking
Go up for
great.
damage. What's up? What's up, baby?
Ooh, that's clutch right there. This Anna's sleep dart cooldown from 15 to 14.
I love that.
That
Drop
needs-
it down to fucking
10. Yeah. 10.
Thank you. Yeah.
I mean, I said it earlier, like 15, 14.
Too-
That's too
too
fucking
much.
long for a fast-paced game.
Oh, here we go.
All right, my shit right here, Kiriko. The ultimate cost increased by 10%. I don't know what the fuck the cost is. Maybe you gain your ultimate faster.
Yeah.
Movement speed bonus reduced from 50. Ooh, that's hard. Because, like, dude, you move so fast in that fucking Kiriko ult.
Oh, yeah, you do. That's a hard nerf.
That's a big nerf. Cooldown
Fuck.
rate reduced from... Oh, man. Her ult got fucking
Nerfed hard.
big time.
God damn.
But I'm pretty sure... I don't know if the movement speed bonus includes the firing speed. Because, like, I don't know if you've ever watched a Zenyatta or someone in a fucking Kitsune Rush, bro.
Oh, goes ham. I've been to the Zenyatta in the Kitsune Rush, and I'm just...
Yeah. Just like...
I feel like I'm in the fucking Matrix, bro.
Yeah. That's a good one. The Protection Suzu, throw time reduced. Kunami...
What? No, that's your... So that's the protection
Yeah,
window.
that's the orb. So...
That's the window that you have.
I think it's the
Protection.
time from you hit the key. Because it's the casting time.
Oh, okay.
So from when you hit the key to it actually activating.
That is nice.
Ammo increased from 12 to 15, which is really good. I can't even count how many times I've been like alternating between the knives and the healing cards, and like go for a knife, and I have to fucking do my little knife spin to
Reload, yeah.
reload, and it's like fuck. Swift step. Ability input can now be held. Ooh, that's clutch, dude.
Yeah, because you can just be like, "Oh, get me out of here."
Yeah,
You
dude,
have
just
that
like,
1
just like,
second in.
there's like a circle.
Been there. Oh, give me some mercy.
You want to see some mercies? Ammo increased from 20 to 25.
Okay, I remember someone talking
Weapon
about this.
swap, that's kind of a clutch or buff right there.
Yeah, but here's what it's doing. It's encouraging
Battle
DPS,
mercies.
and same thing for Kiriko too, increasing her ammo count.
You know what was missing from this? Moira.
Fuck.
They need to step down her damage just a little
Just a little bit. I agree. Or like make the orb cast like a little bit longer.
Yeah. Or
Because right now
easier
it's
to
like
gain
4.
heals. Easier
It's
to
like-
gain heals.
It's 4 seconds. Like, I'm
Ugh.
pretty sure it's 4 seconds.
Which, like we said earlier, sounds like not a lot of time. But like that fast-paced game, like you just need... I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. But yeah.
Huh. Not too bad.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do it tonight.
Yeah. It's a fun... I've been enjoying playing Ramatro when I get a chance.
I
I'm gonna
imagine
have to
it's just
fuck
like
around.
when Overwatch 2 dropped and like you could play as Kiriko. Like,
Everyone was...
yeah.
That's always how it is. You usually have to... It's like probably a good 2 weeks until like the people like
The
that
meta-
don't want to
The
get
meta
good.
like balances out.
Yeah.
Because yeah, when Kiriko dropped, I played her in like the firing range or whatever, and I was like, I can get with this.
Yeah.
Like a support that is like encouraged to do some damage. Because like I was just like a BAP Mercy. Like if BAP was taken, Mercy was my fucking,
Right.
you know. And like BAP definitely needs a little bit of a buff, IMO, as someone who like the rarity that still plays
cooldown
BAP.
for the immortality field. If
Reduces
you're gonna...
cooldowns and increases fucking accuracy on his little 3-shot thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, because if you're gonna have that invisibility or the invulnerability field,
yeah.
everyone targets that as soon as you
Yep.
throw it down. It cannot have a 15-second cooldown.
Yeah.
That is outrageous.
Either reduce the cooldown or increase the HP of the bot itself. The little, the field
yeah.
thing.
I'd like to see both to really get Baptiste
Because that
balanced.
just brings us down back to the 15 seconds is way too fucking long.
Yeah.
Because like 15 seconds feels like a fucking minute in
If-
game.
If you want, here's what I would do: drop it down to 10, and then buff the
HP.
health, the HP on the device.
Yeah.
Easy.
Because that would, like... I know there's, like, less shit to do for supports with one less tank. But also, like, these games are so much more fast-paced with one less tank.
And you have to be... That was the other thing we were talking about in the last episode, was, like, you have to be willing to counter.
Yeah. If you're people who don't switch, like, I'll recognize if I'm doing bad as Kiriko, and I'll fucking switch to Bap or Mercy, usually. Because those are, like, the other two that I know the best.
Yeah.
I don't want to switch to a fucking Zen and be like, I have 10 minutes on Zen. Like, you don't want me playing as fucking Zen.
He also needs a buff for his healing orbs. They're not doing as much healing. They don't do a lot at all. Because you gotta kind of...
I also wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of a Lucio buff with his HP field. Just do just a tiny bit more.
Just like the area that he can heal?
Either the area or increase the amount it heals. I don't know if it's like a per second deal or whatever.
I would imagine, yeah.
But, because that's just like, if you're in like a hardcore match, like that healing is just not enough.
It is not.
Like that AoE effect is just...
Or, yeah, because that boost is not... Yeah, that boost that you get...
The speed boost?
Yeah. That pumps it up.
Yeah.
It doesn't... It's like a fucking 10-minute cooldown.
Cool that down.
Yeah.
That should be
5.
it. Yeah, that should...
If
that
you're
would
not
be better.
Gonna boost like the health area, cool that down to a 5.
Yeah.
Easy.
Or even like 7.
Yeah.
Just because like it's so fast paced that those seconds just feel so long.
So long.
Because I remember reading when Overwatch 2 first dropped that Zarya's shield only lasts 2.5 seconds. I'm like, there's no way. Like, I've been mid-game, I'm like, that should last longer. But then, like, you're like, damn, that shit does only last
because
2 seconds.
I totally hopped on Zarya, and I'm like, did the bubble, and I was like, wait, it's supposed to last longer than this.
Yeah. But, like, if you're attacking Zarya, like, that 2 seconds is life or death, like, for you. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's super fun, though.
Hell yeah.
We gotta play. I'd be down to hop on some PC games with you.
I know, I feel so bad. Like, also, if anyone from the fucking Overwatch dev community, slight chance they're listening, give aim assist to fucking console players.
Yeah, please. Because I cannot imagine what Ramatra looks like right now with aim assist.
And also, if you're a PC gamer who complains about aim assist on consoles, shut the fuck up, dude. You have, like, the most accurate tool in video games at your disposal.
Yeah.
Like, it's your problem if fucking auto aim or whatever is...
Yeah, aim assist, doesn't
aim assist is your issue.
Yeah.
Like, that's a you problem, bro.
I still am fiddling with my fucking... the sensitivity
for
of
your
my
joysticks.
joystick.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll get into, like, the good zone with it, and then I'll have to, like, switch it back again to something a little bit different.
Like, when I change my sensitivities and even my buttons around when I swap heroes. Like, that's how crazy that shit gets. It's like, if you're a PC player complaining about aim assist, unless it's on Call of Duty, because that shit is broken on fucking Call of Duty. Always has been. Because, like, Call of Duty... for console, it's like your R or your L, I think L2 to aim, R2 to fire, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
You can spam your aim, and it'll just like, if you're not using a sniper, if you're just using like iron sights or red dot, you can just spam your aim, and it's just like auto-locking to the head every time.
That.
Yeah. It's like, cases like that, you're valid in your, like, there's a reason Call of Duty pros all play on fucking controller.
Yeah.
Like, but for fucking Overwatch... Like, if you want it out, take it out of competitive, because those people know what they're jumping into with a competitive cross-platform lobby.
You should not have aim assist in competitive. Period.
Yeah.
Across console and PC.
Yeah, but if you're like just wanting to hop in on quick play with your buddies, like, your console buddies are going to already be nerfed because they're playing against PC.
Right.
You don't take away the fucking aim assist. Like,
what the fuck are you thinking?
yeah, because I remember when it first came out, and me and James were playing, and James was like, well, I don't know what's going on, but like, and I'm like,
it's like, I can't play that fucking game with it
Yeah.
anymore. Is
Yeah.
what he said after we got off. He was like, I can't fucking play that shit anymore with you guys. That's all you. I can't fucking do that shit.
yeah, like, I feel bad for inviting you guys, because like, you just get nerfed so fucking bad.
And like, I've gotten pretty good at like curtailing my anger towards video games, but sometimes
Oh yeah,
there will be somebody that will just
FPS
get
games, man.
my skin,
especially
and I'm
with
just
like the fucking toxicity of Overwatch.
Oh
like,
my god! Oh, dude. Speaking of, I had a fucking Reinhardt that was out to get me when I was playing as Ramantra. Like solo ulted me, was
Dude.
trying to just like fuck my shit up, and I kept on just ending his whole career. Like, he solo ulted me, and I still got him. And I was like, yeah, and I did the little teabag, and I was like, you had it coming, man.
Yeah, dude. The toxicity in Overwatch, like, is... Dude, like, the amount of times, like, since Overwatch 2 came out, I've been told to go kill myself is, like, crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Like...
James has gotten that a couple of matches. Like,
which is crazy, because, like, on console, you have to, like, go out of your way to type that shit out. Like, for me, I just hit enter, and I'm like, ha, you suck. And it's, like, not even 2 seconds, you know? Like, I can do it in between lives. Like, but, like, for console, you gotta, like, pause. E. F. Like...
so time consuming. But
Yeah.
if you're being a fucker, I'm gonna fucking put you on blast.
Sure. For sure.
That's who else needs a nerf? Fucking Widowmaker, dude.
Dude.
So, I don't know what it has been recently, but they've just been... If there's a good enough Widowmaker...
You know what I think it is, like, the COD players. The COD snipers coming from Call of Duty to Overwatch.
That's what it is because Widow is the easiest fucking character.
Oh yeah, if you're like a sniper in any FPS game, if that's like your shit, you're a Widow main.
Yeah.
Like, or McCree, or fucking Cassidy.
Or an Ashe.
Yeah,
Same.
any one of those like single shot hit scans.
Yeah.
Like that's you. Like that is your shit.
I take it back. Ashe is harder to deal with than Widow, because Widow, it will charge up, and then if you're lucky enough to hit a headshot, then you're fucking toast.
Yeah. Oh shit. All right, we're at an hour.
Are we really?
Yeah. Should we do? Let's do Guardians. Guardians Xmas special
good shit,
and the trailer recap.
Yeah.
Should we watch it?
Yeah, let's do it. Well, let's do the. I'll give you a second to pull it up, and we can do the.
Yeah, for sure.
Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. Kevin Bacon is now Batman in the MCU universe. It is, man. What a man.
All right, yeah, let's do Christmas special real quick because that came out before the trailer dropped. I enjoyed it, man. I'm not a big fuck. I was I was just trying to hit the full screen on the Streamlabs, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Like,
Yeah.
crying.
It's like bringing up just like how I fucking capture it. But yeah, Christmas special was. I'm not a huge Christmas person, but like that shit was great, dude.
It was so good.
It was fucking funny, like from the very beginning with like the I don't know what Christmas is, but Christmas time is here.
I want to know who that band was,
Dude, he sounded so familiar,
right?
I was thinking. I went on to IMDb like immediately. And I was
you
like,
didn't find
I
it.
couldn't find anything.
What the fuck?
Because that dude's the singer's voice, I was like, I know that voice.
I know that.
And then it was like he was in like nothing that I've ever seen, and I'm
Weird.
like, I don't fucking
Crazy
know.
how like white dudes just make the same.
Dude, I was watching the H3 podcast today, and they did a cracker test with like different people in Hollywood, like all the white people that look fucking identical. Like
so
one of them was fucking Javier Bardem and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I'm like, well, these fucking white dudes all look the same.
Or fucking
Like Zoe
Dennis
Deschanel.
Quaid and fucking what's his name? Dennis Quaid and Harrison Ford looked the same
Yeah,
at one
like
point.
yeah, it's just like all these fucking like. Are we sure that they aren't the same people?
Yeah,
Like,
right. Oh,
yeah, I thought the Christmas special was fucking hilarious.
great
I
to
like
throw
that-
in like Kevin Bacon and
Yeah, because like I like that they. Let's see, the Christmas special felt like the first time since Endgame that they like have built on something that you would have needed to watch. Because if this is like your first introduction to the Guardians, you're like, why the fuck does he want to do with Kevin Bacon? Whereas like if you're like, you know, you've watched all the Guardians and Avengers movies, you're like, that's fucking hilarious.
It's the Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, I also liked how they were so fucking meta. They were like, we hate actors.
Which is a very James Gunn thing to put in a movie. This man is really saying fuck it on his way out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, I liked how it was like Drax and fucking not Nebula,
Mantis.
How they like their whole Hollywood escapades, like going to the gay club and just like I'm like that shit is just like getting hammered, bro. I'm like fuck, that shit was so funny.
It
dude.
was so good.
And then like it like ended it very like heartwarmingly with like all the presents, you know.
Yeah.
But like also funny at the same time.
Yeah.
Like Rocket getting fucking Bucky's arm.
Yeah.
Like they're
Nebula giving Rocky his arm, and I was like, what the
dude.
fuck?
If in Thunderbolts we don't get some kind of a mention about how he had to get a new arm, I'm fucking done, dude.
Oh my god, dude. That shit, I actually said, no fucking way. Like,
Yeah.
he opened it up. And if anything, that I guess, episode made me realize, like, this one's gonna hurt.
Dude.
It's like the TikTok sound. I hope you're bulletproof. This is about to hurt.
About to hurt. Yeah, dude. For
It's
fucking real.
gonna fucking hurt.
I mean, we talked about it briefly, I think on the last episode where we talked about who we think is gonna die, which I think that can kind of lead us into the trailer
Yeah.
real quick.
Let's do it.
We were gone for quite a while.
Also, like, Quill's for sure gonna die, because
What
look how,
happens next?
like, official he's gotten. He has the Ravager's
dude.
costume on.
Yeah.
It's its guardians.
Yeah, this part was fucking great,
We
dude.
come in peace.
They actually have the Guardians of the Galaxy
The comics.
comic costumes, dude. I can't with that shit, bro! Play it again, play it again! It just takes the fuck out of that kid! I love the screaming
I love how I love how like Peter gets hit with something and he's like ah, and he gets hit. He's like, what the fuck?
Where we came from.
We have been running our whole lives. Pete, I'm done running. We'll all fly away together. One last time.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking cry during this movie.
Into the forever. That
Yeah.
beautiful sky.
I also like that the monster from Guardians 2 is back.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's gonna tie into the, like, Adam Warlock for sure. Because,
Oh
like,
yeah, I mean
that was the creature that was stealing, like, the batteries and shit. From
yeah.
what are they called?
Aisha. I know that
Aisha.
was like the chick's name.
Yeah.
The gold people.
Yeah, the gold people, whatever their fucking name is. But yeah, this one's about to be fucking sad as fuck, dude.
Yeah, so like I remember last episode I'm still holding true that Peter is gonna sacrifice himself for a Gamora that doesn't love him.
I'd buy that.
Like I don't think there's any way where that doesn't happen. At this point, honestly. All right, let's see. I made some notes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. The planet that they land on, where
Yeah.
he throws the basketball,
Yeah.
I think that's like the High Evolutionary's planet where he experiments on like rocket, like human animal hybrids.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
How did I not make that fucking connection?
That's the first thing I wrote on here. Animal people, parentheses, rockets, home planet. Not necessarily his home planet, which is obviously
but, like,
Earth.
the
but,
High Evolutionary's
yeah.
like workshop,
Prison.
essentially.
Prison.
Yeah, prison.
Yeah, I think that's definitely what's going on there, where they're like going to save these people or something, and then we get that pretty funny scene.
Yeah.
Another note I made was the Among Us spacesuits.
What do you fucking think of this shit? I think they're all getting voted off.
Yeah, they all got voted off the
Oh
spaceship.
my god.
I don't think there's any imposters in this crew, though. Alright.
Fuck.
The big things, though, Rocket. This scene with Lila.
His girlfriend.
Yeah. You think that's like a present scene in the present or a flashback?
I think it's a. I want to say it's a flashback, only because how it's shot with like you see both of them, like with their mods on the back of their body, and like Rocket never really takes off. Like he always feels really uncomfortable, like taking off his jacket or anything.
Yeah. I mean, even showing emotion is not necessarily Rocket's special.
And
team.
like, yeah, it is obviously his girlfriend, but so he loves her a lot. But I think we're seeing a past.
See, that's
thing.
what I kind of thought too, but the embrace that they share makes me want to think that it's like they were together before and he's rescuing her.
Yeah,
But I it could be
that's
either
what
one.
I thought too. But I was like, I think.
But
that's
you're right,
too
because like
easy.
he's naked.
Yeah.
But yeah, another thing I wrote down was that in the first Guardians, he mentions to Peter that he's escaped 22 prisons that leads us into the High Evolutionary, like being the first prison that he escaped from.
You watched the Straw Hat Luffy
Yeah.
video. Yeah.
And then the quote, the "I'm done running" quote. I think that's definitely foreshadowing Rocket's death.
Yeah.
And then "We'll all fly away together one last time into the beautiful sky." That quote playing like while we see him on the ground in pain,
Yeah.
I think is another thing that's like Rocket is probably gonna die.
I think we're gonna lose.
And I'm sure you know the theory of like the logos for each one represents like people dying. Because like the first Guardians logo was green and like Groot died, and the second one was blue with Yondu dying, and this one is now brown.
Damn. I didn't know about that.
Really?
No.
Oh damn! I've heard about that one for fucking years.
I have never heard that shit.
Yeah.
That's wild. Makes sense though.
But yeah, I think Drax is also a given to die or be written out.
Yep.
Maybe not die, because I definitely want to see 2 deaths.
Yeah.
I mean, we see him getting hurt, like him being carried by Gamora
Right.
and Nebula in the trailer, Mantis, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
With the fucking hole in his chest.
Yeah.
Like, if you can do that to Drax, like, you can fuck some shit up. Because, like, in the Christmas special, he was giggling at the fucking bullets. Also, ACAB. From back to the Christmas special, like, James Gunn is an ACAB. He's a fucking leftist ally. Because not a single one of those cops is doing their job.
Yeah, fuck no. Yeah, I think we're gonna see Quill, Drax. I don't want to say Groot, but not Groot, Rocket, but
Yeah, I think
maybe.
Rocket, and then if Peter doesn't sacrifice himself for a Gamora that doesn't love him, then I think it'll be flipped. Gamora will sacrifice herself, realizing that she loves Peter.
God damn, that would be tragic.
I think 2 of those 3, Peter, Gamora and Rocket are gonna die.
Well, and that's the other thing too. Is like you see, like
Because Dave
Peter's
Bautista,
Peter's composed now.
Yeah.
like, that's what you saw out of the holiday special. He's
and
not,
we even
like,
saw it a little bit in
childish.
Love and Thunder, like the
Yeah.
maturity
Yeah.
that he's gained, like post being snapped.
right.
Like you could tell that the Infinity War, the whole like with him and fucking Iron Man, when he's like, we don't really have a plan. Like, we don't ever have a plan. Like you could tell like he learned
That
from that
shit's
shit.
gone.
Yeah. He definitely learned from that. But yeah, then the other thing I have written down is fucking Adam Warlock, man.
Fuck yeah.
That shit's gonna be sick.
You think we're gonna see him take over the Guardians at the end?
Yeah, I do. Especially if Peter dies.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm kind of thinking too. It's like, what better way to replace?
Yeah, the leader.
Mhm.
Especially with someone like Adam Warlock. Now, is Adam Warlock... He doesn't have like an evil alter ego, does he?
He fucking does.
Does he? So like the Sentry?
Fuck. What is his name?
Because I know like this, like there were rumors of the Sentry being introduced to the MCU at some point, but like his evil, I can't remember. You're the Marvel head between the two of us, so.
And I'm not that much of a fucking Marvel. There's still shit that I don't know.
I mean, even me as a DC head, there's shit I don't fucking know. Because I know that the Sentry is like their answer to Superman, Marvel's answer to Superman, and he has like the dark side to him.
Right.
And I can't fucking remember what it's called. I can.
Magus.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean,
So he turns into Magus.
Adam Warlock or the
Yeah.
Sentry? Adam Warlock does. Okay.
Yeah.
I almost wonder if Adam Warlock won't be till the end, and he'll be as Magus, whatever the fuck it is.
MEIG backwards upside down ES.
Magus. We'll just say Magus.
I think that's right. It was an older. Okay, so there were. Fuck. God damn it! I clicked on it. No, I lost it. There have been 3 incarnations of the Magus, all of whom are the dark aspect of Adam Warlock.
Yeah.
Original Magus is an older, evil Adam Warlock who's traveled to the past and rules a religious empire called the Universal Church of Truth.
That would kind of be a fun thing to get into.
And we might see Magus with King the Conqueror, because King the Conqueror is going
Or
to
the
open
Eternals.
up. Shit.
If he was in the past with that
Yeah.
church, the cult or whatever,
Uh-huh.
that could tie in somehow. We learned from She-Hulk, don't set our expectations too high.
Yeah. So we're not. But I think we can definitely expect a lot of death.
Yeah,
A
it's
lot
definitely
of
going to be
death.
like the Empire Strikes Back movie with like people actually die and like stakes are... I don't want to say stakes are introduced because like the MCU has been fairly good about having stakes in its movies with like
Yeah.
people not coming back to life and
Right.
whatever, stuff like that. But yeah, it'll definitely be... That's not... No, Quantumania is opening up Phase 5.
Are we still in Phase 4?
Wakanda Forever ended.
Phase 4?
Phase 4.
Thank God. Phase 4 is boring.
Yeah. One of the notes I had down for Black Panther real quick. We don't have to do the pros and cons. We can do that next episode. Was, it felt more like an interlude movie than like a end of phase movie.
I'm wondering if that's gonna be. This is where I'm starting to get worried. Is I'm wondering if Phase 4 was truly an fuck me.
Like an interlude.
Yeah, like intermittent.
Well, another
Like-
thing that like you and I talked about after we ended last week's episode was like Marvel, while catering to people like us that have been there for a hot minute, they also have to create like new jumping on points, you know, for a new audience.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like why so many people are frustrated because they're trying to...
That makes so much sense. Of like, that Phase 4 is like a good jumping on point.
Yeah.
Fuck. I never even thought of that. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense because they're trying to get more people into it and generate more.
A new generation,
Yeah.
you know? Because, like, the MCU is, like, this is what, year 12? 2008 is when fucking Iron Man came out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
14 years.
Fucking a while.
Yeah.
A fucking while.
So, yeah, like, they're trying to get a whole new generation into these movies, you know?
Right. And, yeah, I'm just, I'm really hoping they step it up. And I think what better way to kick it off than with Guardians of the Galaxy 3 introducing high stakes and kicking it off of like, hey, this next phase, get ready to say goodbye.
Have you seen the news, like, not from Marvel Studios, but, like, supposedly people internally weren't too happy with Phase 4, and, like, Phase 5 is already set in stone. Like, there's really not a whole lot they can do, but they're trying to, like, rework Phase 6 just a little bit because of, like, I don't want to say, like, the displeasement, because I've been, like, fairly happy. Like, I haven't been, like, that movie fucking... Like, there hasn't been any Thor Dark Worlds yet. You know what I mean?
True.
Like, but there also hasn't been any fucking Thor Ragnaroks.
Yeah.
Like...
Yep.
To go for, like, the whole scale of things.
The expectation. Yeah, that's a good point. That makes me a little nervous that they're like working really hard on Phase 6. Like,
it makes me glad that they're like that they realize like we see our missteps. There's nothing we can do about a whole lot of Phase 5 right now, because I mean, who knows when they start physically working on these projects? You know, I imagine with Marvel, it's like fairly far out. Between, like, I wouldn't be surprised if they're already, like, starting to work on stuff for, like, Fantastic Four. Which, like, we haven't even...
Fantastic Four was 5.
Fantastic Four is going to open Phase 6. And then... is it Secret Wars, the first one? Or Kang Dynasty?
Kang Dynasty and then Secret Wars.
Is that what it is? Because Kang Dynasty is closing out Phase 4. And then Fantastic Four, Phase 5, I mean. And then Fantastic Four opens Phase 6.
Okay. I have a lot more hope for Phase 5 because we're going to get a lot of new shit in it.
Yeah.
There's not... I felt like the stories of the ones that we got this year were kind of at a plateau.
Like, they were lackluster.
Yeah.
You know, they weren't terrible. Like, when we end up adding more to our tier list, I don't think anything will be anything between, like, B and C. Like, I don't see anything coming below Multiverse of Madness. Wakanda Forever? Really? Really, bro?
Oh, no.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe I gotta watch it again. Because you watched it again.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll watch it again. I really don't want to. I mean, She-Hulk's gonna be B and C for sure.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else.
But yeah, I don't think anything will fall to, like, CD territory.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Like, we won't have... What do we have down there? I don't think we'll have any
Wonder
Dark
Woman
Worlds.
1984.
Oh, yeah. Actually, let's...
Yeah, I was looking to ask, do you want to segue to the fact that...
Let's save that for the next episode.
Okay.
Because we're at an hour 20. Let's talk about Kanye for just a...
Yeah.
Just
a hint?
yeah.
Well,
Okay. Have
yeah.
we gotten past the point where, like, you can't defend him at all anymore?
Because
Because I think so. I was a big Kanye defender for a while.
So, I this is my standpoint on him. I certainly do not agree with any of the shit that comes out of his fucking mouth. I cannot deny what he has done for the music industry.
Yeah, that's like...
And has made sampling and producing what it is today.
Yeah. I'm with you 1,000,000%. Because, like, Graduation and fucking, not 808, It's a Heartbreak, fucking Red Album.
Oh, My Twisted Dark Fantasy.
Dude. Probably 2 of my top 10 albums of all time, man.
Even, Yay, or, yeah, what's the one, the mental health one?
That he did with Kid Cudi?
No, not The Kids See Ghost. That one was
Kids-
also...
Oh, it's so fucking good!
That one was also really good, but it's the one with the mountains. Is it just called Yay?
Yeah, yay.
Yay. That one was really good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that one.
Life-
Life of Pablo.
Yeah, dude. Like,
So fucking good.
because like I have Kanye on all my fucking playlists, and like when his songs come up, I'm like I don't want to skip Flashing Lights, but like that song's fucking is a banger, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm one for the idea of separating the artist from the art.
because I agree with that argument 100%. Because like I love Harry Potter, and J.K. Rowling is a piece of shit, you know. But like at the same time, like Kanye's getting so fucking out there that like it is. Is it past the point where it's just like, yeah, Kanye's a piece of shit?
No.
Or maybe like defending his past stuff and be like, yeah, I don't fucking.
See, and like that's by listening to his music, I don't feel like I'm defending his stuff because I listen on Spotify and Spotify doesn't pay their fucking artists for shit.
Yeah, that's so true.
So, and I mean, it's also that there's something that they bring up on like Two Bears and Your Mom's House a lot is like we hold these people like they're I almost like godlike figures, like they're above. There's us, and then there's people that are in Hollywood in the music industry.
Yeah.
It's like we hold them to a higher standard when they
Mhm.
are actually
They're just people.
just people.
Yeah.
And that's not right. Like there's like shit that should be forgiven. Like the best example I heard was on Bert Kreischer's where, God, what is her fucking name? Big black woman.
You really narrowed it down there.
Comedian, had her own show on BT. Fuck, I can't remember her name. But she was talking with him about like, and she was also on The Cabin, and like they were talking about like Mike Vick, and like that guy got fucked over because people were holding him to a higher standard
I
than
think
what
when it
normal
comes
people
to
are. And to round out my
yeah, go for it.
my point is that we can't to round it out. Above anything, this shit makes me sad because we're seeing a man who needs help
Yeah, and
badly, and everyone's pulling up their phone camera and
Yeah.
recording instead of fucking helping this
like
guy.
I hate to say this, but like Ben Shapiro said one right thing where he was like, after the Kanye Alex Jones interview, where he was like, we need to stop putting this man in the spotlight. Like the one time I've ever agreed with fucking anything Ben Shapiro has ever said, and he was like, we need to stop giving this man the spotlight. Like he needs help. Obviously, that's just him being like a hella right wing Jewish person.
Yeah.
Like, you know, who previously, I don't want to say buddy with Ye, but you know, like collaborated with Ye
Right.
and stuff like that. But like he is 100% right.
Yeah.
It's like, as a society, like we need to stop giving him a spotlight because
Right.
he fucking needs help, and that has always been my defense with Kanye. It's like it's a fucking mental health issue.
It really is, and like, yeah.
But then like him running around with fucking Nick Fuentes, dude.
What the fuck
Like-
is going on? That whole like Nick Fuentes, Tim Pool,
and
the fucking child
Milo Yiannopoulos.
fucker.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
The fuck are you doing?
Yeah, like that's where like for me it becomes like indefensible. Like I won't if someone's like I fucking hate Kanye, he's a piece of shit. Like I'm gonna be like, you're right.
Yeah.
Like I can't be like I can't like at this point I can't be like he's sick. It's fucking mental health. Which part of that is because, you know, we have him on this fucking platform.
Right.
We hold him to a higher standard.
And the problem is like I'm still gonna say like by no means does it excuse the shit that he's saying.
No.
But I'm going to be that person that's gonna be like, it's a mental health thing.
100%.
All the
and
time,
anybody
like,
that like
because in like these right wing people are latching onto him because right-wing mentality and all these fucking extremists like Tim Pool and
Alex Jones,
Ben
Shapiro, Steven Crowder,
Steven Crowder latching onto him because their ideology is so fucked in the head that they're like, this guy's crazy enough to get me, and the fact that he has become too unhinged for them,
well,
is
it's
like
not. I don't think it's the fact that they've become too unhinged for him. It's the fact that they're so used to using.
He's become too unhinged for them.
Yeah. I don't think it's that. It's the fact that they're so used to using these dog whistles that only other like people that are like I fucking watch Hassan every day. So like, there's these key phrases that they'll use that mean these things that Kanye is saying, but they're not saying "I love Hitler."
Yeah.
Like Kanye's just coming out and fucking saying that shit, and that's why they're like. That's why fucking Ben Shapiro said we need to get him off, because he's not using those fucking dog whistles anymore.
Okay, so he's not being subtle about it.
Yeah.
That
like when I say dog whistles, I mean like only people of that community can hear it.
Right.
I
get you. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because like even
Alex Jones was fucking like pushing back on his ass.
Yeah, and he's really doing and it, like, not his defense, but, like, he's really doing a good job of, like, exposing these fucking idiots for how actually insane they are.
Yeah. Which kind of brings me to another thing. Is Kanye fast-tracking his death?
I think if he doesn't get help fast, he's gonna kill himself.
Yeah. Because, like, I've read reports where he's, like, not even walking around with security anymore.
Yeah.
Which, like, if you have views like fucking Kanye, like, you better have some fucking security
or be strapped.
Yeah, and, like, I don't feel like Kanye is either of those things. I don't think, and, like, I saw a fucking video on TikTok of him at fucking a hibachi place with fucking Nick Fuentes, just the two of them, just fucking chilling.
Did you hear he met with, like, Donald Trump? Sorry, I didn't mean to put my feet on you.
Footsie.
He was talking with Donald Trump, Nick Fuentes, and the child fucker.
Milo Yiannopoulos, Who, fun fact, used to, like, run the campaign for fucking Marjorie Titan Green.
Oh!
You know, because she looks like the smiling Titan.
Fucking does.
But yeah, like...
And I had a dinner with them, and, like... there was like a huge exchange there. I can't remember what the...
Well, Kanye wanted Trump to be his fucking VP.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. And then he was like, what the fuck? I'm not going to be your fucking VP. Like, this type of shit. And I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, this man needs help, and he's going to kill himself.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I don't want to say that shit, but like it feels like he is fast-tracking his fucking death.
Yeah.
Whether he gets fucking killed in the street... Or he kills himself.
Yeah. And that's, like, it's... To me, that's, like, what... it's been fucking terrible and awful, the things that have been coming out of his mouth. But the really hurtful part is that people are going to, like, celebrate his death.
Yeah, this is going to be his legacy.
Yeah. And
it's like being a literal fucking Nazi.
That fucking sucks, because there are that cancel culture type of people that are gonna take everything that he did for granted, and this man musically is
revolutionized the fucking industry.
The same way Wu-Tang Clan did.
Yep.
Like, just did a lot for the music industry.
Yeah.
Same way MF Doom did. Revolutionized, turned it up on its head. Changed what being a producer
I mean, not many people realize it, but, like, Jay-Z wouldn't be shit without fucking Kanye. Like, Jay-Z would not be in the position he is right now without Kanye giving him beats earlier in his career. You know? It's like, fuck. Yeah, I don't know. It's so hard to, like... Because if you try to sympathize with it, people are like, oh, you're just like... You're a Nazi.
Yeah, you're a Nazi, and you're all right. But that's the thing is, like... I don't know. It's everyone. There's always two sides. It can't be like, well, there's, some things that are, people make good points about here on this side, and then there's some points that are made good on this side.
Yeah.
There's no in between, and like that's such a big problem. Is that you're either with one side or with the other.
Yeah,
and you're just. And you're thinking you've broken out of that cog in the machine mentality, and you're so deep in it.
Yeah,
and it's fucking, it's so fucking annoying.
Yeah,
it's fucking, and that's like what I can't stand about fucking work too, is like people want to say like, oh, these Republicans are the best, and like the Democrats are the ones like ruining the economy, especially under this administration. It's like, you think fucking Donald Trump gave a shit about your ass?
Yeah.
He got in there for a fucking paycheck so he could pay off his bankruptcy.
Yeah, and now he's fucked. Like,
and you think Joe Biden gives a shit about us? That's not what I'm saying either.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a fucking scab that's shitting on these fucking railroad workers.
I was just gonna bring that up.
And like what? Where?
Like me being pro-union, like, because like I think unions are like good unions are fucking like every employee should have a fucking good union, you know. And clearly, right now for the rail workers, union ain't fucking doing shit for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because they're clearly not holding up their end of the bargain with trying to get them fucking days off. That's like all they're trying to do is get these guys fucking a couple days off so they're not on call 24/7. Like, get them to have a set schedule, some sick days, like basic fucking necessities.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know whether I should put that on the union or not, but the fact that they can't even get the bare minimum for these fucking railroad workers is atrocious. And then the fucking government is like not doing dog, like they're literally not even doing dog shit.
Yeah, they're like, well, we're gonna just fire them all if they don't like fucking show up to work. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, no one fucking cares. And that's the other thing too, is like everyone's talking about like, oh, things will get better. Things will get better. Things will get better. It's fine. It will even out.
Bro, people have been saying that since 2020. Like, since COVID hit, people have been like, it'll get better. It's
there
like
were spikes in like the global warming. It's been happening since the Ice Age. The housing market will crash. This will happen. It'll be fine. Everything will even out. No one's talking about what if it doesn't.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking about like what happens when the entire economy collapses in 6 years.
Yeah.
Because we are right on track for it to happen.
Yeah.
What happens if interest rates don't fall down? Because what's happening is the same thing that was happening right before the bubble burst, and the banks learned from their mistakes only in the wrong way.
Yeah.
They're writing these Band-Aid fixes that they can slap on this shit, and it's working. And it's working so well.
It brings us full back to the beginning of the episode when I was like, the company I work for, and they're like, oh yeah, it just does that.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, well, let's fucking fix this shit so we can quit being like, oh, it just happens.
Yeah, but like, what is everyone fucking delusional to the point to where it's like, well, are you not prepared for the worst case scenario?
Yeah.
Do you not give a shit? And then you have the audacity to ask us why we're not having fucking kids.
Yeah.
And why, like, there's no, like, there's no, like, new infants being born. No wonder fucking Roe v. Wade got overturned.
Yeah.
Is because they need more cogs in this fucking machine to make this capitalistic wheel go around. And it's just, it never ceases to amaze me, the absolute idiocracy that people have that are just blinded by their own Christianity or whatever religious views of like, if I pray hard enough, it will go away, like everything will be fine and levels out. What the fuck if it doesn't, dude? Motherfucker, do you not understand?
This shit is why I drink.
I'm sorry to go on that.
No, you're 100% right.
I have been, that has been so pinned up. Like, do you not see what's going on in the world?
Like, there's a part of me that's like, you know, I hope these fucking rail workers do go on strike.
Yeah.
Like, because that will be the bare minimum. Like, shit getting shut down, like, stores going bare shelves.
It will,
like,
crash the economy.
That's, like, bare minimum.
Yeah.
You know? I'm like, I want that shit to happen so people can get their fucking heads out of their ass.
Yeah.
Like...
But that's it's still not going to because there's been this uprise of this Christian nationalism that is hurting our
Hell,
fucking
that
country.
fucking Republican convention they had a few months back where they were like, we are all national terrorists because they all claim to be fucking Christian nationalists. Like, they use that as a fucking intro to their fucking Republican conference.
It's like, do you not understand that you're in a cult?
Yeah.
It is by the definition in the dictionary, you're in a fucking cult.
And it and you can all trace this. You can't trace it all back, but you can trace this back to the early beginnings of Trump's presidency with the whole Antifa bullshit. People are like, well, that was Antifa. Like, well, you know what Antifa? Yeah,
the anti-fascists were opposing what?
Yeah.
What were they opposing?
Yeah, like,
what were the?
What do you like?
This will never cease to fucking send me into a rage, which is why I hate going over to my grandparents' house now. And it's because my aunt sent me this fucking alt-right video of it was this movie that they were making slandering Antifa for being a threat to Christianity.
It's like,
and it was made by people from Breitbart, people in the alt-right community, and I'm sure more people that would have been in the Yemo Popov gang.
Yeah.
And it's like, everyone wants to point fingers and be like, oh, it's the Democrats. Like, he's a pedo. He hung out with Jeffrey Epstein. Well, fucking so did half of the fucking Republicans.
Yeah, and Democrats.
Like, it doesn't matter. Like, they don't, no one out there gives a fuck about you.
Yeah.
What does it take to get that through your fucking skull?
Yeah.
That it doesn't matter who you vote for, it's the same effect.
Yeah.
It's two sides of the same fucking coin.
Yeah, like, when you think about it, how has, anybody's day-to-day life changed from 4 years ago when Trump was in the middle of his fucking presidency? Not shit, dude.
Not dick.
Like, nothing has fucking changed in my day-to-day life.
No.
And, there's a part of me that's even if the rail workers strike, my day-to-day life won't fucking change. I'll still come home, make my fucking hamburger helper for dinner, fucking take the dog out, go to sleep, repeat. Nothing, unless that's, something fucking serious, like the rail workers striking. Because, if they strike for more than, 4 to 5 days, yeah, the economy is fucked, dude.
Fucked.
Yeah.
And, you thought...
Not even financially, fucking no food on the shelves.
Yeah, you thought COVID was bad?
Yeah, you thought not having toilet paper was fucking shitty? Try having, not having a fucking food.
Meal. Period.
Yeah.
That's no McDonald's. That's no fast food. You're not getting your food from fucking anywhere.
Yeah. Unless you have, a fucking chicken coop in your backyard where you can get, proper nutrition readily, you're fucked.
You are absolutely fucked. Yeah, dude. I'm over it. I'm so done. It's so fucking exhausting to feel like I don't have very many brain cells, but it feels like I'm the only fucking person with a fucking brain cell. It's like everyone's trying to be optimistic about this shit. And I'm like, there's nothing to be optimistic about.
Yeah.
MIT ran that test for that 250 year whatever, as long as the civilization lasts. We're right on track, dude. We're I think it's 5 or 6 years.
1776.
We have left until
4 years.
Total 4 years?
1776. 250 years. Be 2026.
Well, 4 more years.
3 years. Fuck. We're almost done with fucking 2022.
3 more years until total economic collapse.
Yeah.
And no one's doing anything to stop it.
Yeah. Oh shit, let's fucking call it there. We're at
Jesus fucking God, dude.
Yeah, everyone check out the socials.
I'm gonna start posting to our Twitter. I'm gonna start doing episode drops when we do them.
I'll send you some clips that you can edit out for Twitter and TikTok and shit.
Cool, yeah. And we appreciate you all for listening. Sorry I went on a fucking
I looked at our when I uploaded our last episode after our brief hiatus, we have, I think it's 46 listeners, so.
Hell yeah.
Shout out.
Thank you all 46 listeners. We truly do appreciate you. We do this for fun.
Yeah, legitimately.
First and foremost, it's not, I don't foresee us ever doing a Patreon unless there's some kind of exclusive thing that you guys want and you can tell us about.
If anything, hop in the Discord.
Yeah.
Fucking tell us what you want.
Yeah.
All of it's linked below. Comment on the YouTube, whatever.
yeah, just let us know what you want to hear more of, what you want to hear less of, and yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Hell yeah. Peace, everybody.
Peace.